There are massive fragmentations in communication workflows across the board in web design and development. I'm sure you've experienced it yourself. I definitely have when I had my agency. I'm going to show you how your Pro dashboard completely eliminates this and increases your efficiency. I want to preface this by saying that this should be your daily routine when using WP Feedback Pro with your maintenance clients and when starting and working on a brand new project. What I'm about to show you can be applied to any type of work on a website. Now, let's look at two different types of worker and what their daily routine should look like using the dashboard. First, if you're like me and you love having complete control over what your team is working on, I'm going to show you how you'd start your day using the Pro dashboard. I'm going to show you it from the view of the manager's side and then how it looks from the developer or the designer's side. The first place you should be visiting in the morning is the board section. Here you can see all current websites that have your WP Feedback Pro license activated. We can see the urgency or status on tasks that are on each website by clicking this little toggle here. Let's start with status. I can see here that we have a few new open tasks. Let's click inside and see what the deal is. I can see that this one seems quite urgent, so I'm going to make this critical from this drop down right here. This one needs to be assigned to Himanshu as he's the developer on this project. Let's assign him and leave him a note so he knows what's up. Let's quickly go through a few more and see what kind of urgency we think they should be at. This one should go to high, this one on medium, and let's leave the others. Now we've sorted them on what needs doing right away and what can wait until later. Let's take a look at the urgency of these tasks. Boom! We've created the workflow for our team today. Here we can see the priority or order of delivery for today's tasks, and by looking at these icons, what status they have. We can see that the tasks that we marked as urgent are still open. So let's look at how your team will be working on these tasks throughout the day. Can you see the power of this? How it will make your workflow much smoother? Now that you've assigned tasks to your team, let's see how a designer or a developer's day would start. First step is for them to log into the dashboard and go to the Tasks Center. Now that they all have their to-do lists for the day, they can filter all the tasks that should be worked on, as well as filter out all the tasks that are not assigned to them. To get a full view of their to-do list for the day, let's click on All Sites. This way, they will see every task they need to do on all of the websites. Boom! They have a list here of all their tasks for the day. So, phase 2 is for them to get to work. Let's be the designer and work on this task here. Okay, so we know what we need to do. Let's leave an internal note to say we're on it. I reckon this will take me 15 minutes, so let's put it in the estimated time, start the timer, and let's change the status to in progress. Meanwhile, on the board screen, the manager from before can see that the task has moved to the relevant column. Now let's get to work. By clicking this button, it will not only take me to the website, page, and location of the task, it will also auto-log me into the website. And when I'm done, I can mark this task as complete. Now, what if you're the type of manager who is not so hands-on, who trusts their team to get their work done and sort out their own to-do lists? Let's put our manager's hat back on and see what else we can do. First, let's take a look at the boards again and see what the status of the current tasks are. It looks like all the tasks are still open, which they shouldn't be, as I know Himanshu said he would be working on this and he is also assigned to them. He is usually pretty on it with his work. Let's see what he's been up to by checking his activity feed. Oh wow, looks like he hasn't done anything today. Let's leave him a note on an urgent task to find out what's going on. This makes managing your team so much easier and more efficient. You have an overview of everything that is going on across multiple different websites, all from one place. Hold on though, what if you're a freelancer? What would your daily routine look like? It will look pretty much the same, as WP Feedback Pro allows you to be your own manager. Let's see how a freelancer would deal with a bunch of support requests from a client that have come in overnight. We log into the dashboard, and from the home page we can see there are new tasks on this client's website, as this was green last night. Let's go to boards and have a look at the open task column to see what's going on. I can see that this is quite urgent, so I'm going to change the priority from the drop down here. This one looks like it can wait, so let's set it to low. And let's set this one to critical too, as I want this one done ASAP. Next step is to go to the task center. We are working on this website here, so let's select it. Now to see the urgent tasks I want to get done first, we can click on filters and find all tasks with critical urgency. Here we can see all the tasks that we changed to critical on the boards. Let's start with this one. Leave a comment for the client to say we're on it. And I think that this will take me around 30 minutes. Start the timer, change the status to in progress, and let's get to work by clicking on this button. Can you see how this can cut your project completion time by 2 weeks? How it will stop fragmented communications with your clients and increase your productivity?